Yeah. A few days ago I finished The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, and I wanted to talk about that. A different point of view is always difficult, because it's not as exciting as a sequel, because you already know how it's going to end. The Second Life of Bree is short, and Stephenie didn't even start with her transformation. She started in the middle of Bree's life. Stephenie has always told that the book is describing this different kind of vampire, but Bree's not that much different from Bella. I mean, she's a little bit cooler, she's not as boring, but still. I mean, you get to know some more details about Victoria and Riley, and especially the Volturi. But the rest, that's something I already kinda knew. It was obvious, the rest. What I really hated about the book was that Stephenie was still avoiding a fight scene. That's the only reason why I read the book, because in the Twilight series, there is no fight scene. Not a single one. I mean, in the third book, there is this big fight, which I thought was going to be in The Short Secret Life of Bree Tanner, but it wasn't. And in Eclipse, it's also not there. There's only the small fights between Edward and Riley and Victoria, and that's why I think the third book is the best, because there is actually a fight scene in there. And in the fourth part, that's even the worst part, because everything's waiting for this big fight with the Volturi, but they are only talking, and no one's dying. It's kind of boring. I still kind of liked Bree Tanner because of Fred. He's an amazing character, and he could be so interesting. And of course, there's Stephenie's writing, which I love. Love. And for me, it's always impossible to stop reading. So, it's still a little bit good. But here in Germany, I would never ever buy the book. Never. Never ever. Because it's just so expensive. You have to pay like $7.50, and in dollar we would pay like $20. That's just so expensive. I can't believe it. There's a different cover and a different title, but we don't need that. That's just something that they do here in Germany, and which is totally nonsense. And it's like 30 pages longer, because if you translate English to German, then it's longer, but still, that's not worth $12. But you guys can buy it. I mean, the price is okay. I actually think that if I wouldn't have read the Twilight saga first, I would have maybe liked the book. Now, I already knew everything about the vampires in the saga, and it wasn't that interesting anymore. But if I wouldn't have read the book first, then I think I would have liked The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner very much. And still, it's Stephenie's writing. I like her writing. I love her writing. But I will never ever buy it here in Germany. Not for $20.